Welcome back once again for another room tour at the Shades of Green. This time we are lucky enough to be able to stay in the Palm Suite. This is one of the two largest suites on property, Magnolia Suite being the biggest and then the Palm Suite being the next biggest. Obviously, with it being named the Palm Suite, it is on the Palm side of the resort, which is located connected to the parking garage. This room can hold up to 10 people. This room would be really great for families. If you have two families, both families could stay in here comfortably. If you have anybody with special needs, this room would be perfect. Let me go ahead and show you around. This room is $519 a night. That is a flat rate, no matter what category you fall under. It's for category 1, 2, or 3, the price is the same. And that is for all of the suites on property. So if you're in a junior suite, a family suite, the garden suite, or if you're lucky enough to get the Magnolia Suite or the Palm Suite, all of the suites are the same price for any category. So whatever your rank is, you're going to be paying the same price for these rooms. With that being said, there are no promotions, there are no sales, the price is the same all year. As of today, August 13th, 2022, it's going to be this same price, $519, until the end of the year, which is October 1st in the military. That's the end of the fiscal year. The price will go up. It does go up annually. So we're going to start at the front door. This room is number 2148. And you're at the end of the hallway, again on the Palm side of the resort. So first impressions coming in the door, it's stunning. The family size dining table is right here. The kitchen is just off to your left. To the right is a little, I guess you could call it a sitting room. But there's this ceiling fan up here. They have a TV and this really nice electric fireplace. There's a couple chairs over here and a lamp. We have an outlet back here if you need to plug anything in to charge. And then we have this pull-out sofa. I'm going to show you really quick how this works because it can be tricky. There's instructions, but if you're like me and you have a hard time, this might be more helpful to watch somebody do it than to look at a picture. So here's the directions, and it's basically just telling you that there's a strap right here, and then there's a lever right down here. So what you're going to do is push down on this lever while simultaneously pulling on this strap, and that will fold the bed down. So it doesn't take a lot of effort. Like I said, push the lever down, pull the strap, and it just folds right down into a bed. So you'll want to take these straps off first, obviously, and then fold all of this down, and then you'll have a bed here. So we're not using this time, so I'm going to go ahead and put it back together and show you the rest of the room. It does take a bit more effort to pull up and put back into normal position. Just a heads up. Okay, so from our sitting area, we'll just turn to the left. And we'll go over here past the kitchen. They do have a desk right here as well if you need to work on any work while you're here or anything like that. But right off to the side here is a little playroom, or game room, or TV room, or child's room, whatever you want to call it. Here it is. It's a nice spacious area with a kid's table and 4 chairs. There's a couple other seats in here with a remote and a side table. Well, this is neat. W.E. Disney, Walter Elias Disney. Toy or similar article. Filed October 30th, 1929. Wow, this is cool. And then here's a patent of, this looks like Astro Orbiters in Tomorrowland at Magic Kingdom, possibly. How cool is this? I wonder if it's original. And then you can hang your coats, you know, because when you come to Florida, you're wearing all your coats. But I guess, I mean, if you have a jacket or a backpack even or something, you can hang it here. My daughter has already been in here because she thought this room was just for her. So she brought her workbook in here and she started doing some pages. So we'll go back out here and take a look at the kitchen. I do also want to point out that the thermostat's on the wall right here. So in the kitchen, it's a nice size. If you'll remember our tour of the Magnolia suite, that was also a suite that had a full refrigerator. But if I recall, it was a top and bottom refrigerator, not a side-by-side, and that one did not have an ice maker. This one, however, does have an ice maker, and we tried it and it works wonderfully. So this is a huge perk to not have to go out to the ice maker or ice machine, like the vending area. You just have it right here in your room. Another thing that I want to point out is the countertops are much lower. Again, if you have a family member with accessible needs, then this is going to be great for them because it's down low. There's some cabinets down here for any kind of storage. And then up here, some more storage. Up top, looks like we have your coffee mugs up here and your glasses, your stemware. And then there's some more, maybe some champagne flutes up here and some more wine glasses. And then here's all your ceramic plates, dinner plates, salad plates, dessert plates, and bowls. And it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there's 8. So maybe 8 place settings. And then more storage again. Another thing is all of these cabinets are soft close, so you don't have to worry about them banging and waking people up in the morning. Here's a pantry. A top and a bottom. And we did put some of our personal things in here already. And then we have a Hamilton Beach brew station, just like in the other rooms. And then just below that is the silverware, the creamer, and the coffee packets. And your bottle opener, or wine opener, your cork screw. And your packets of your sweeteners, stirring straw, and napkins. Right underneath is the drying rack, the sponge, and the dish soap. And then more storage. And then 2 trash cans with trash bags, which is something that you don't get in a standard room. And we didn't even get this in the junior suite. So here's our microwave, the countertop microwave. It's pretty nice stainless steel, with sensor cooking. We have a rack, I guess you would call it, for paper towels maybe, but we don't have any. I'm sure you could get some of those at the PX though. This sink is very nice. It's a Kohler sink and it feels ceramic. It's nice and heavy duty. I wonder if this is the garbage disposal side maybe? I'm not really sure. So that's the overall kitchen. So if I just turn a little to the center, here's our table. Perfect for 6 people. In the kitchen we saw 8 place settings with the dishes and the glasses and all of that. So I guess if you have 8 people, maybe 2 of them could be sitting over here in the sitting area. So we'll start on the right side. So it looks like the way this room is set up is you have your 2 bedrooms right here, and then the corresponding bathroom right next to it. So this bathroom would go to this room, and then this bathroom would go to this room. They are just a little bit different, but pretty much the same. We'll start on the right. We'll show you the bathroom. They have these really nice pocket doors that just slide right in and out. And then we do have a single vanity in this one. The lighting, like I always say, is very warm, so it is a little difficult to do your makeup, ladies. Here's your amenities in here. You have Oliver and, Olive Branch Botanicals shampoo, and then your Rain Kissed Leaves conditioner, and your Rain Kissed Leaves, that's hard to say, body lotion, mouthwash, makeup remover, and a skincare bar. couple disposable cups, your hair dryer in the bag, a couple outlets and towels. There's a couple more under here as well, hiding. And then if we turn to the right, here's the water closet and shower. This is just a shower. This is the accessible side. So it is just a walk-in. You have a chair that folds down right here. That's really nice. And it has like a soft nylon seat. Your handheld water faucet, I guess. And then there's also a rain shower head on the ceiling. Plenty of bars for assisting getting up and down. And then there's another drain over here to just catch any excess overflow that may come from the shower. Hi, really quick, Ashley from the Foggy Future here, but I wanted to show you something that I noticed in the accessible shower really quick. I didn't really want to show this, but I think it might be important for some people who come here who need to use this shower for accessibility reasons. So let me turn you around and just show you. I think one thing to note is that it was a foggy lens like you saw, and that's because the vent that is on is not exactly doing its job in this bathroom, and you can see by the mirror. That may not be a big deal to some people. However, whenever you're getting ready in the morning super early and you don't want to wake anybody up, you have to have the door closed, and then that just traps all the humidity in here, so it's really hard to get ready and use this mirror when it's super foggy. But the bigger issue that I don't know if I'll be able to show on camera is that while this shower is very nice, having this rainfall shower head, it floods the bathroom. Water easily got between this piece of trim, this little lip right here. It kind of comes off of the wall at the very edge, and water just went all the way from here. Totally missed the extra drain that was supposed to be intended to catch some of this. Went all the way over here next to the toilet and then ran this way. And you can see we put towels here to try to minimize some of this, but it went all the way over here to the vanity. And I tried to keep this curtain on the correct side of the lip, but it just didn't really work. So I will be mentioning this to the staff whenever we check out, just to let them know. Hopefully they can re-engineer it or fix it or improve it in the future, but I just thought that was something that you guys might like to know. So let's go out of the bathroom and turn to the right and go into the first bedroom. We have 2 queen beds, a fan that's just blasting us right now. Like, if you want to cool down after the parks, come stand directly under this fan. It's wonderful. Your light switch is on the wall right here. I do also want to point out that there's 2 queen beds, but one of them sits higher than the other. If you can tell, this one's higher and this one's a little lower. So again, if you have somebody with accessibility needs, this bed would be perfect for them. Same nightstands, I think, that are in most of the rooms we've stayed in, with the same lamp that has the outlet on each side. One there and one there. Your alarm clock radio. And then I do want to point out there are more outlets on the wall, between the wall and the bed over here. Nope, none on this side. So I guess the person with more outlets or more things to plug in can stay in that side. Here's your TV for the room. Here's all the storage drawers. This is just an empty cabinet. I think this is where a mini fridge would go if this piece of furniture was used in a standard room. But since we have a big fridge, we don't need one in there. Maybe you could put your suitcase in there, or your kid's suitcase. It might be small enough to fit. And maybe get it out of the way. And then here we have our sofa sleeper. So you could have, again, potentially 2 people here, 2 people here. and then maybe another guest here, maybe the child. It pulls out the same way as the other one, so I don't need to show that again. And then here's the closet in the bedroom. It has sliding doors. There's a safe down here on the bottom, and then an extra pillow and blanket up top. Let's see if there's any hangers. Oh, there's some hangers here. And then in the back is the iron and ironing board. And then there's a luggage rack as well. And then we want to look at the view. This is what everybody likes to see. They want to see what kind of view the room has. And it's a good one. Again, I'll point out the safety feature on these sliding doors. They use a pin. It goes right in this hole. It's supposed to go right in this hole if it lines up the right way, but it's not. There we go. I wish I could show you guys this better, but it's just backlit because of the outside. But here's the pin, and there's the hole. So let's see what it looks like out here. Again, you have a couple chairs and then a side table. It is so quiet. I feel like I need to whisper. And there's the golf course. It's so pretty out here. I don't want to disturb anybody playing out there. I guess that's the putting practice green right there, possibly. And then the driving area, the driving range, whatever you call it, over here. Wow. Another magnolia tree or two. And then a pond just over those trees. When I say it's quiet over here, I mean it. I feel like if I were to talk at a normal level, these people would have heard me. I also want to point out the artwork at this resort. It's always so classy and just so refined. I love the art in here. It's always like some kind of plant or some kind of nature. It's a lot of palms, obviously, because palm side, palm suite, all of that. But it's just so pretty. All right, let's show you the other room. Oh, before we come out of here, there's a thermostat on the wall right there. So we'll come out of this room, turn to the right, and I'll show you this bathroom. Same sliding pocket door, same vanity, same amenities, a couple trash cans down here, lots of extra towels, nice large mirror, and then a separate private area for the water closet and the shower tub combo. So this one looks like the same shower head. There is no rain shower up top, but it does have the removable hand piece. And then the bar over here and a full-size tub. So this is nice because we have our daughter with us and she's 3 and she still takes baths, so this is where she's going to take her bath tonight. So we'll just go out of here and I'll show you the other bedroom. Pretty much the same setup as the other side, just opposite. So you have your 2 beds over here and your TV and mirror and dresser on this side. This room does also have the lower bed option. So if you have a couple people with accessibility needs, then this is perfect. Your pull-out sofa again, side table, and closet. Another extra pillow and blanket, some extra hangers, another safe, another luggage rack, and another iron and ironing board. Like I said, pretty much the same. The only difference is the bathroom. Okay, let's check out the view on this one. This one's a little bit different. I know that it's right next to the veranda in the other bedroom, but the structure of the building gives you just a little bit of a different perspective. This stonework is so pretty. So again, 2 chairs and a table. And then look at the view. You can see the water a little bit better. See, there's the water over there. Okay, I came back inside so I could talk at a little bit more of a normal level. I didn't want to disturb all of the golfers out there because the courses are pretty busy today. But I'm just admiring just the structure of the building and just this really neat rock archway that goes over this patio. And I wanted to look up the history of Shades of Green just to see if there's any indications of why they made it this way or like kind of what the inspiration was. And apparently, Shades of Green originally opened as a Disney-owned resort known as the Golf Resort in December of 1973. There were 151 rooms at the time. The golf resort was located in the middle of the Palm and Magnolia golf courses, which is where it is today. The resort was built of wood and volcanic rock in the style of a country club. The core building of the resort was opened in 1971 as a 2-story clubhouse for the golf courses and did not actually have any guest rooms. So there you go. And I wonder, because this resort does sit behind the Polynesian resort, which is obviously Polynesian inspired, so there's a lot of volcanic rock and just the same kind of vibe. So I wonder if when they made this, if they kind of wanted to play off of that resort a little bit, because the Polynesian was one of the first resorts here on Disney property. So I could see why it would be an inspiration to this one. So I think that's going to do it for this video. I've showed you just about everything in the room. So we have been able to stay at almost every room level at the Shades of Green. The only one we haven't done so far is the garden suite. I think that's the only one we haven't done yet. So I have a pretty good perspective as far as the rooms go. So if you have any questions about which one I like the best, or which one would be good for X, Y, or Z, please leave me a comment down below and I'll try to answer that for you the best that I can. I will say, just based on my first impressions of the Palm Suite, that I kind of like it a little bit better than the Magnolia Suite, which may be controversial because the Magnolia Suite is supposed to be like the biggest and the best and like the hardest one to get here. It is bigger, I will say that, and the 2 bedrooms in the Magnolia Suite are at opposite ends of your room, so if you want that privacy from the other family that's staying with you, then there's that. The common area is quite a bit larger in that room as well, but there's something a little more charming about this room, and I don't quite know what it is yet. But the feel and the vibe to me is much homier. Maybe it's the electric fireplace and like the sitting area that's off to the side. I'm not really sure, but I kind of like this one a little bit better. My opinion might change at the end of our stay, but I don't think that it will. I think that I like this one the best so far. I'm really, really curious to see what the garden suite is like, and hopefully we get that one day, but we'll have to keep our fingers crossed because these rooms are hard to get. And also I wanted to add on, because I did mention at the beginning of this video that the Palm Suite costs $519 a night. I looked up what the price was going to be for 2022 into 2023. So starting out in October through the end of 2022 and then until September 30th of 2023. That price is going to be $589 a night, so it goes up about $70. It's a pretty big jump, so if you want to try to stay at the Palm Suite, I would suggest trying to get in here before October 1st of 2022. And I know we only have a few months left, so good luck to you if you're able to do that. I think we're going to do a whole video separately about how to book a suite because it is kind of tricky and difficult for a lot of people. You do have to be flexible with your schedule and your time and your calendar, but it is possible. There's ways to do it, and I'll share my tips with you in a later video.
Hi, I just wanted to give you my opinion of a couple things. So this is strictly my opinion. Take it for what it's worth, right? One thing I noticed is the fireplace. But to turn it on, you just got, there's a little black little hole. You just put your finger in, wiggle it around, it'll come on. Wiggle it around again, it'll come off. It's kind of, I don't know. You can tell something's broken. It wasn't designed that way. It might be a little missing piece. I don't know. Either way, I don't think it's supposed to be like that. So, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So the fireplace, this little spot here, there's nothing in there, right? You just kind of wiggle your finger around, cover up these two little sensors, maybe. See, now I can't get it to go off now. Oh, something happened. Light came on. There it goes. See, now it's off. Not really sure what I'm doing here. You just kind of wiggle it around. Small thing, not that big of a deal, whatever. Another con would be the quality of the picture on the TVs. It's not high def, it's, it's just, first world problems for it, And then the door. So this little guy is loose. So when you open the door, it's kind of loud. Okay, when you open the door and you shut it, it's kind of loud. Let's do it again. See that thing bouncing all over the place? Sometimes when you lock the door shuts, it doesn't latch all the way. So, okay, so I just open it and shut it. Now, without even turning the knob. Right. So you just got to go by and make sure it give a little push. Especially if you have little kids. They're like, they want to run in and out. Story tries to leave all the time. But I mean, it's a bunch of small stuff. It's not that big a deal. Other than that, this room, and don't get me wrong, this is by far the best hotel room that Ash and I have stayed in a very, very long time. It's roomy, it has everything you need, it's close to the elevators. One more downside is the Wi-Fi. I don't know if something's going on this week with the hotel, but the Wi-Fi is terrible. I don't know if it's the location of the room or what. Probably just the location where it's at in the hotel, maybe. I'm not really sure. Other than that, everything's been pretty good. Okay, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.